Hi, I'm Major Greg Wilson, United States Marine Corps retired. I founded the Wounded Warrior Umpire Academy over 10 years ago in order to provide veterans the opportunity to have a renewed sense of purpose and belonging again and reconnecting to their communities. What we do, we train veterans to become baseball or softball umpires. It gives them the opportunity to get back on the field if they liked playing the game before, but they just can't play it anymore. But more importantly, for a couple hours, they can shut their minds off to all the stuff that's bothering them and focus on a baseball game to officiate it. So we got the idea a while ago when after I came back from a deployment, a friend of mine and we had been working travel baseball. And during that game, we came together and said, you know, for the last 10 minutes of working this game, I haven't thought about anything, and it's very therapeutic. And so that kind of put the interest in my head of this would be something that would be really awesome. But it wasn't for a few years later when somebody that runs camps approached me and said, you know, I'd really like to figure out how we can train veterans. So that reignited my idea to develop the Umpire Academy. I was the XO of the Wounded Warrior Battalion at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, my last 3 years on active duty. And while I was there were many groups that came to the battalion and wanted to offer fishing trips or golf outings or a couple of nights stay in a really nice hotel on a beach somewhere. And these were all great things, but none of it is really sustaining. What makes us different? Well, we give somebody a new vocation. We give them a new, renewed sense of purpose and reconnection to their own communities. We take what they already know about being in the military with enforcing rules, knowing how to wear a uniform, understanding how to read regulations and follow the rules and keep everybody else in check. They know how to have a command presence. So we just apply all those same skills and put them onto the baseball diamond. All we got to pretty much do is tell them where to stand and hone the rules knowledge for them. So once a year we come together and we do a single initiation camp. And this camp brings in 24 to 30 veterans, and we give them everything from the ground up. We give them their uniforms. We give them their training. We give them books. We give them their flight there and home, as well as transportation in and around. We also feed them. 100% of it is cost-free to the veteran. All the veteran has to do is say yes and agree to attend. We provide everything else. We sponsor with umpattire.com, and they help us get all the equipment. Much of it is donated. We sponsor with Force 3 protective equipment, who provides chest protectors and leg guards and masks to help give us the best technology out there in order to keep our veterans safe. We partner with New Balance to help us with shoes. Many people may not realize, but baseball umpires wear two different kinds of shoes. They wear a regular tennis shoe when they work the bases, and they also wear a more protected shoe when they work behind the plate. These shoes can cost over $100 a pair, and we provide these for free. Again, all the veteran has to do is say yes. Sure, we're called the Wounded Warrior Umpire Academy, but there's over 100 nonprofits in the United States that use the word Wounded Warrior. We're just one of them. But what makes us different? Well, we not only provide that vocation for them, but we stay connected with every single one of our veterans for life. We attach them to us. We bring them back for quarterly events, monthly Zoom calls, and we call in and check in on them just to make sure everything's going well. Just because they don't want to umpire anymore doesn't mean they can't be part of our organization again. Again, baseball is just our vehicle to reach in and grab the hearts and minds of our veterans and let them know that they are loved, appreciated, and they have value to their communities. While I am a veteran myself, I'm a retired Marine with over close to 24 years of active duty service. I have experienced many of the exact same things that many of our veterans have done. I have been to hostile fire zones. I have been in and out of bad situations. I've lost friends. It's heart-wrenching when you transition from the service and you no longer have that band of brothers or sisters. And when you lose that, you really don't feel connected anymore. And what we try to bring to our veteran community is good quality connections to where we can bring our people together and let them know how much we care about them. You always want to have like interests when you get into a group. You sign up for a group that does knitting. You sign up for a group that plays basketball. You all have shared interests. So when I ask people to come and be part of the Wounded Warrior Umpire Academy, I am a wounded veteran. I want you to be part of my group. And I want these people to know that we don't need to tie yellow ribbons around trees because I'm going to wrap my arms around you. We create a family, and we bring these guys and gals in and love them from the very start and let them know that our organization is different. We are very, very different. We are not just out there to try to go on a fishing charter with my friends and I'll invite a wounded warrior with us. We are in no way, shape, or form affiliated with the Wounded Warrior Project. Again, there's over 100 nonprofits out there that bear the name Wounded Warrior, and hundreds or countless more that service veterans. But I still believe we're different because not only do we provide them a vocation, but we bring them into our family and we help them in any way they need. Again, they don't have to be part of baseball to continue to stay part of our organization. We will help them through other things. I have some of our veterans that have gone off on book tours, and they've decided to feel comfortable to write their story down, and their books are now on the bestseller list for Amazon. I have veterans that have started their other charitable organizations surrounding interests that they have directly, like fishing and hunting and being in outdoors, or to help other chaplains who don't really get a lot of self-care because they're so busy caring for everyone else. Many of our veterans just get that confidence back into themselves to be able to do other things, and that's the unique thing that we provide them. That renewed sense of purpose and belonging in their community doesn't necessarily mean baseball. I'll tell you a story. One of my veterans that came many years ago, and she came to us with both of her legs, but she had a shrapnel injury in one leg. And she went through and she limped and she was in pain the whole time, but she gutted it out because she was a sergeant in the Marine Corps and she did not know what the word quit meant. Later that fall, she had to have that leg amputated because of injuries. And finally, she came back and said, I need to learn how to do this umpiring job with one leg. So we did. We brought her back and we said, here's how you do it. And we showed her skills to be able to get around the diamond with her new prosthetic. And after the camp, she came and told me that she did not have the confidence in her prosthetic to move around and do the things that she needed to do to live until she came to our camp. And our camp gave her that renewed sense of purpose and belonging and confidence in her leg so that she could go on to do other things. Now, she loved to umpire, but even more so, she realized that she was destined for even greater things. And she ended up becoming a police officer as a single amputee. Went to a police academy in Missouri, and now she's on a local law enforcement in Springfield. What an amazing, amazing woman and an amazing veteran that came through our program that I believe we helped directly to go on to do greater things. So why should you donate to us? Well, we don't want our veterans to struggle for anything. So we provide everything we can to our veteran to get them to come to us. whether I have to continue to pay their airfare or their lodging or provide grants for uniforms throughout the year, but we will sustain them and bring them back to us so we can continue to love and support on them. But all of these things, like airfare and lodging, are our biggest expense. Yeah, we get a lot of the equipment donated, but that's only a very small piece of it. I bring in all of our volunteers, all of our instructors. These are all at no cost to them because they're giving up their expertise and their time. I've partnered with many umpires who used to work at the MLB level. One actually is on my staff who used to wear the MLB uniform. And I have several others, even current minor league umpires, who come by in the middle of their schedule just to impart their knowledge on our veterans to help them succeed. I have so many things that I can give to our veterans, but we just need them to say yes. And I need your support to help me bring these guys and gals together. We provide a very awesome experience for our veterans. It's a very moving experience. We do peer-to-peer support where we sit in small groups and we just talk about how to take off our masks. The masks that we wear every day to protect ourselves from getting hurt. We work with veterans in a small veteran group to show them that their mask is the same as mine. I take my mask off because I have this big macho, I gotta protect myself and not tell you that I'm literally crying on the inside. But I don't want anybody to believe that I can't take care of my family. And I don't want anybody to believe that I can't take care of myself. So I put that mask on just like I did when I wore the uniform, and I said, no matter what, you will never see that I am afraid. Well, I'm afraid. I'm scared. And I'm scared that I'm gonna lose another brother or sister to suicide. The statistic was 22 a day. We lose veterans to suicide. And it is my goal to fight that and bring these veterans together so that no one feels like they're worthless, like their life doesn't mean anything any longer. It is my goal to get as many veterans as I possibly can together. I would love to run my initial camp 4 times a year and then continue to run another 4 to 8 camps where I bring my veterans back together to continue to work with them, peer-to-peer support, give them that release or that outlet where they just got to come together with their brothers and sisters in arms and talk about the things that are hard. Talk about the things that they can't talk about with their spouse, their mom, their dad, or their boyfriend or girlfriend. They just don't get it. They don't understand what it's like when a young child comes up to you with those beautiful childlike eyes, and all they want to do is get close to you because they're wired with a bomb. That is the most heart-wrenching feeling in the world, to be put into that situation to where you have to choose your life over theirs. I fortunately have not had to face that specific situation, but unfortunately some of my veterans have. And that is just, I have no words to help them with that other than to say, I love you, I care about you, and I want you to be in my family so that I can constantly care for you. It's not easy when we allow our men and women to go put on that uniform and go out there and make the hard choices in life that they have to make. And those situations that they are faced with are just unbelievable. But for me to be able to bring them together, tell them how much we love them, put them on a baseball diamond, and for 2 hours, they can forget everything that's bothering them, focus on the game, and just say, play. That's what I bring. That's what I do. And that's what my team is dedicated to do. but we need your help more than ever. I can only afford to run one camp a year. I can only afford to run a couple, maybe two, maybe three additional quarterly events where I can bring them back together, because these events cost a lot of money. If I bring 30 veterans together with airfare and lodging, I need tens of thousands of dollars to do these things. And I need your help to let me connect with more veterans than I possibly could imagine. I have the availability and the time. What I don't have is the funding in order to bring our veterans together, to welcome them home with wide open arms, and to provide them with the love and the care that they need in order to become sustained in life again. To have that renewed sense of purpose and belonging is huge. Think about the purpose that you have in your life. What is it that drives you? For veterans, 9 times out of 10, it's service to others. But if they feel broken, they feel they've lost that ability to serve others. But when I show them how they can be broken and still serve in a critical position, it renews their sense of purpose, because now they realize, wait a minute, when I thought I was broken, I actually still have much to give. So I need your support. I need your help. And with your help and support, I may be able to extend our program to hundreds more. Like I said, we've only taken in about 20 to 25 a year, brand new, and then we continue to connect. So we've trained just over 150 to 170 veterans to date over the last 10 years. But I would like to triple that number, quadruple that number. I'd like to have thousands on my roster. But I don't have the facilities, I don't have the availability or the funding to be able to do it. So with your help, we can connect with these veterans, and we can reduce the rate of suicide for our heroes who have done so much for us. So I wish you all the best, and thank you for listening to the video. I very much apologize how long it was, but I'm very passionate about what we do at the Wounded Warrior Umpire Academy, and I welcome your support in any way you can help us. Thank you so much, and Semper Fidelis.